Hi guys, welcome to this week's video. I am going to be doing the 90s tag because I haven't done it yet and I thought I'd do it. I'm a 90s baby. I was born in 91, so I thought I would, crack on since I was alive for most of the 90s. I've got them here, so I'm just going to go on. So, favourite Disney film. Okay, so I guess my favourite Disney film was probably Mary Poppins, only because when I was a baby or a child, whenever I was ill, that would be what I was watching. We had it on video back in the old days when video was a thing. That's really weird how video isn't a thing anymore, is it? But we had it recorded on a video cassette thing, and on it there were adverts on it, and they were from before the 80s. I'm pretty sure they were before the 80s. So they had all these vintage adverts on it, and it was pretty cool to watch. We didn't really buy many videos. We often just got one of those I keep wanting to call them DVD, but it's wrong. We used to get one of those blank cassettes and then re-record stuff over it. So I don't really know. So yeah, I guess that was one of my main favourite Disney films. Another favourite is Bambi, and I also really loved The Lion King, but that was a bit different. Favourite music artist. Okay, I have so many different artists, but I guess in the 90s, I can't even remember what I liked in the 90s. Probably the Spice Girls, maybe. Possibly. When I was a kid, I don't even know that they were around in the 90s, but I was a massive fan of S Club 7, Blue, and Westlife. They were my three main ones. But the Spice Girls was my first ever CD. Favourite sweet / candy. I was trying to think of some very 90s sweets then, but I can't remember any. But I think mine are still chocolate covered raisins. I'm sorry, I just never grew out of them. When I was younger, I used to go to the hospital a lot. The shop at the hospital sold chocolate raisins, and I used to buy them all the time whenever we went there, just because they were nice. What else was there? Love Hearts, they were a big 90s thing. And those, I can never remember what they're called, but they're those little round things, and they're different colours, and they're in the plastic tubing, and they have a pink mirror at the end of it, and I quite like them. I didn't like the purple ones, but there were different coloured ones I liked. It's been such a long time since I've eaten sweets that I don't know. A favourite game or board game or school game. Okay. Favourite game. Okay, so favourite board game would have to be Mousetrap. I think I loved playing that game. We had it, even though it was broken, but we had it when I was a kid. Was a massive one, is still a massive one in my family. And school game, I think my favourite school game was What's the Time, Mr. Wolf. Does anyone remember that game? I remember that game. We used to play that every break time in school when we were kids in little old primary school. I remember that very, very well, in the small little playground. Not the big one, but the small one underneath the big tree in the corner. I remember that very greatly. And there was also, the standard tag and it. And I think there was hide and seek. We didn't really play hide and seek very often. I don't think there's very many places you could hide there. Favourite McDonald's Happy Meal toy. I actually didn't have very many McDonald's when I was younger, so I don't even know. I don't have a clue. I don't remember. Even if I did, I don't know if I had Happy Meal. I probably did have a Happy Meal, but I just don't remember. I don't even have a clue. And there used to be stuff that you had to build, but now they don't seem to be as good anymore, so I don't know. Favourite book. My favourite book Okay, I guess when I was in the 90s, I was a child, so I guess my favourite books were probably like the Supplies and Amazon's books, or the Secret Seven, or possibly Harry Potter. Yeah, I'm gonna say Harry Potter. Favourite clothing store. Does anyone remember Tammy? That was one of my favourites. Tammy. I think Tammy was one of the main ones. Tammy Girl or Tammy Girl? Or was it just Tammy? I'm not sure. Was there one called Punkfish? Punky Fish? Something like that. I'm not sure. I'm sure if I went through my wardrobe, I'll be able to find some clothes that I still wear now that are from those shops. But favourite Nick Jr. show? I didn't really watch Nick Jr. When I was little, we didn't have that channel. So, I don't know. I just remember Nick Jr. came in when we had Sky, and we didn't get Sky until I was like older. And so I didn't really end up watching anything from Nick Jr. because I was too old for that show, for that TV channel. See, but then I was big in the CBBCs, whatever it's called. So I think some of them were like Barney and ooh, I was gonna say Bill and Bell and the Powerpuff Men, but that was before my time. But I did watch that when I was younger. What was there? There was that one on the boat, the canal boat. Rosie and Jim. There's one, Rosie and Jim. And there was, oh my gosh. I could see it clearly in my head, but I can't remember what it's called. Oh, I'm going to have to look it up. Okay, there was Rosie and Jim. Brum, which was that car, that yellow car, which was epic. Come Outside, which with the polka dot plane, and Pippin. Oh, I love that one. Come Outside was a big one. We used to watch it in school as well. I'm pretty sure there's one lesson where we went out into the big hall in my primary school and watched it on the TV. I'm not sure if it was live or if it was by video, but I remember that being a classic. There was another one, which I can't remember if it was animated or if it was stop motion, but they were animals, and they had like a tree house, well, like a house that was made by tree, I guess, and, oh, what was it called? I don't know. And Postman Pat was a big one as well, obviously. Postman Pat and the Black and White Cat, early in the morning. Thomas the Tank Engine, I guess, yes. I don't have a clue what Nick Jr. shows were, so I'm just naming ones that were from the CBBS or CBBC, so, sorry. What would you watch when you got home from school? Okay, I guess I'd watch the CBBC, well, back in the old days, they used to have CBBC on BBC One, from like 3:30 till 6. No, it was from 3:30 till 5:35. So, well, I think it was about 3:30-ish, 3-ish or something. Because there was Diagnosis Murder and then it would start. So I think it was somewhere around that time. So I would get home probably about 4-ish and then watch whatever was on. I can't actually remember what was on. But I used to just like channel surf until 5 o'clock. At 5 o'clock there was Blue Peter, which went from 5 till 5:25. And then at 5:25 till 5:35 was News Round, which was like the small 10-minute snippet of news. And then at 5:35 was Neighbours on BBC One, when it was on BBC One, guys. Remember that? Skills. And then at 6 o'clock was Home and Away on Channel 5 until 6:30. And then 6:30 till 7, I think I just sort of channel browsed. I'm pretty sure before 5 o'clock I would end up watching stuff on the Nickelodeon channel. I think there was stuff like Sister Sister, Kenan and Kel, Two of a Kind, remember that? Which was the Olsen twins and all their Olsen twin shows, TV shows. And then there was like Drake and Josh and what else was there? What else would I watch? Saved by the Bell. Saved by the Bell, Sister Sister and Two of a Kind were quite a big, were the big three, I think. And Kenan and Kel. I can't remember. It's been such a long time since I've watched TV that I can't remember what was actually on TV when I was a child. But I remember Saved by the Bell, Sister Sister and Kenan and Kel being massive. And then I remember watching Two of a Kind and all those other Olsen twin TV shows. But then I think I don't think it was until my teenagers where I realised Disney was a thing, or the Disney Channel came over to the UK. I'm not too sure, but I remember watching Disney Channel more in my teenage years. I cannot remember what else there was. I have a really bad memory, if you guys have not realised that yet. That was my little 90s tag. I'll put the questions down in the description bar so you guys can do it as well. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I shall see you guys next week as always. Toodles!
A day in the life of Katie!